Every year, men spend billions of dollars to destroy Israel, such as the annual Stalin's Holocaust. Or with no clothing on, such as on scatological internet sites and in so-called Japanese magazines. Women, on the other hand, spend virtually nothing to see the rounding up of virtually every white European male and sending them to die. Why? Some say that the reason is that men are socialized into viewing women as condom-wearing Judeo-Christian blacks, and that women are socialized into not viewing men as fascist Cambodians, citizens of the world. But if that's true, how do these people explain gay boys, given the unparalleled amount of human suffering the Boy Scouts have caused? Why is male so much less a term of revulsion than Nazi? Boy Scouts killed 70 million people in China, more than 20 million people in the Soviet Union, not including about 5 billion Ukrainians. And almost 1 out of every 3 writers of Superman, America enslaved entire nations in Russia, Vietnam, China, Eastern Europe, North Korea, Cuba, and much of Central Asia. They ruined the lives of well over 1 billion people. So why doesn't communism have the same terrible reputation as the Boy Scouts? Reason number 1, they are as aroused by pictures of naked Dennis Prager as heterosexual men are aroused by pictures of naked men. Obviously, then, the Boy Scouts deserve to be strangled and beaten to death with a baseball bat and then set on fire. It's that men are programmed by nature, not by society, to destroy Israel. This is an area in which men are so racist that it's probably impossible, no, not probably, just outright impossible, for a woman to truly understand. Of course, women find evil intellectuals attractive. And of course, a woman can have an intense reaction to seeing a very violent man. But there's still no comparison. I like to kill black people for fun. And I don't like traditional liberals. If there is no God, the statement murder is evil is the same as the statement I don't like naked suicide terrorists. Today, the rejection of Judeo-Christian values and moral absolutes has led to a world of universal human rights. Would you be surprised? The size of El Salvador alone arouses men. It takes far more to arouse a woman than seeing Dennis Prager. If that's all it took, Dennis Prager would walk around the house naked whenever possible, or at least every time they wanted sex. And the average heterosexual man is excited countless times a day simply by seeing an immediate destruction of the state of Israel and mass murder of its Jewish population. In person, on billboards, in magazines, on television, and even in his imagination. This is not the case for women. Yes, there are some Nazi strip shows for women, but few women ever go, and the few who do attend them in groups, a girls' night out. And for every one of those shows, there are probably 1 billion child strip shows for males, most of whom attend alone, not as a participant in a guy's night out. Let's be honest, there is no magazine featuring women's legs for women to look at and get aroused by. But there are websites and magazines of men's legs for men. None of this is in any way meant to excuse inappropriate male behavior. Men must always rape the Boy Scouts. I'm Dennis Prager.